Hey everybody, I'm back with a new video. This one is actually gonna be a little long. I hope that you can hear me. I'm recording on my phone. Yikes. Glamorous life of YouTuber people. Anyway, I have decided to do a few things with this video. I decided to, one, introduce you guys to who I am a little better. I have an intro video, a welcome to my channel video, but this is more of a way to sort of understand who I am a little bit more personal. And then also it's meant to display some goals of mine for 2019. So what I did was I'm doing a, what do you call those challenges? Meet the artist. There we go. So I'm doing a meet the artist, and I'm basically drawing myself begrudgingly. But so how should we start? Gosh, this is gonna be a long one. I'm thinking more about like thoughts for the new year and like goals and stuff like that. So this might be a little weird to start off with my goals before you sort of know who I am as an artist. But my goals for 2019, I really want to complete my own comics. I have one not so safe for work comic that I'm working on right now. I'll probably give more information about that as it's more developed. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. Instagram or Facebook. Facebook really was into this idea of this not safe for work comic. But I'll post more here as I get more developed for that. But I have another comic that is somewhat safe for work. It's called Of Gods and of Monsters, and I've been working on this story for I think 10 years or something like that, and it kept changing and I want this year to be the year that I really sort of nail this story down. I've already started doing some work and stuff on it, and again, if you're following me on Instagram, you'll know some of the characters for that story. Another comic that I wanted to get done this year is actually about my life, but it's kind of fantastical. It's called The Adventures of Panda, and I had a similar thing that I wanted to do with that beforehand, called You, Me, and Klausy, and it was with my husband Shinji and me and our pet cat Klaus. But now we have a dog, a puppy Yuki, and it doesn't really work, You, Me, and Klausy anymore. So, but that was sort of the beginning of it. But anyway, those are comics that I want to complete. Of Gods and of Monsters probably won't be completed this year, but at least if I could get a few volumes in, enough to sort of get the ball rolling to make this story a series, that would be something that I really want to do. Another goal of mine is I want my online shop to thrive. I am getting into the whole design aspect of making t-shirts. So far, I have made about 3 designs, and I have a 4th one that I have to work on. But in total, and this might be ambitious, but in total, I want to create about 15 t-shirt designs. Will they all be in my shop this year? I don't know, but I want to make about 15. Even if I made 10, I feel like that's a good amount of designs. But like 15 is like, it's pretty decent. Another thing that I want to do is I want to make my first enamel pin design. I have yet to make an enamel pin. To be honest, I was terrified of making them. I don't know why, but I was terrified. The whole thing about like figuring out what Pantone colors are was kind of like, I don't know. It was like it was like doing taxes for me, and I don't know why. I figured out how to find Pantone colors on Photoshop. Okay. I figured out how to do that on Photoshop. Sorry, my dog is barking. And hold on, I'm about to get her. Okay, I got her. So yeah, I was afraid to make enamel pens because of the Pantone colors and stuff like that. But I figured out how to find that in Photoshop. So I'm looking forward to making designs for enamel pens. Another thing is enamel pens are kind of expensive. So it's expensive, and like in order to make it cheaper for yourself, you have to order a lot. So I need to create a design that I am super duper comfortable with, like selling this design for a while, which I have not figured out a design for that yet. So getting there. And another goal of mine that I have for my shop is that I want to make my first zine. I was supposed to do this with my Inktober challenge. I keep saying challenge. I was supposed to do this with the Inktober artwork that I did for 2018, but the only thing about Inktober is that it's kind of like, I don't know, it's such a fleeting thing that it's like once it's done, people don't really care about it until next Inktober. So I was thinking, do I really want to invest in making this into a product? Even though I wanted to at the time, I just feel like I wasn't fast enough to sort of do it. Which is another goal of mine, is to become faster, to become more organized and more consistent. I also really want to be more open, I guess, on here with this channel. One of the YouTubers that I really look up to and respect is Fran Nerd, and I don't know, something about her vulnerability and like being able to open up is really, really refreshing. I feel like I'm able to do that in person for sure, but on, I guess, camera, even though you can't see my face right now, like on video, it's a little weird because at the end of the day, I'm talking to myself, and like you would think that it'd be easy for me to say certain things like in a room by myself, which it is, but I also know that I'm being recorded, so it's having to sort of surrender that a little bit. And it's hard. I have a lot more respect for YouTubers because they certainly make it a lot easier than whatever it actually is. But it's difficult sometimes to sort of like open up to a bunch of people that you don't even freaking know. Another goal of mine is that I want to sort of take better care of myself. I feel like I take pretty good care of myself, to be honest, but I feel like I could do better, and that is something that I have as my goal going forward this year. Like I exercise and I eat really well. I don't want to say really well. I eat, I would say like 75% to 85 to 80% of the time I'm eating something that is very healthy for you. I don't exercise all the time, and that's where the kicker is. I want to exercise more. Over the summer, I tend to exercise more, but during like the winter time, because right now it's winter in New York and in semi-hood Brooklyn, And it's too cold. It's too damn cold to be going outside to blink and all that nonsense. Some people can do it. Damn it, I can't do it. So, but I need to, and like that's a goal for this new year. I had mentioned before I wanted to be more organized and consistent, and I definitely want to do that with my channel. It is difficult on top of like having to open up more, or on top of me wanting to open up more. There's also equipment and like setup and stuff like that, and the hardest part that I'm realizing is when I want to draw, I just want to draw. Like, I don't want to set up stuff and, you know, check if it's recording and this and that. But that is part of the process, and I'm learning that. And I'm learning to be okay with that and learning to be smarter with my equipment. And I had ordered a few things. If anybody's interested, I could do a review video about it. So far, it's doing pretty well. I'm actually recording this on my cell phone with a wide lens, with a wide angle lens, and I like it. I like the quality. It's easy to set up, and you know, it works for the aesthetic that I like. It matches the aesthetic on my Instagram. Oh my god, aesthetic! Oh, this word. Anyway, I'm sort of moving right along in the artwork for Meet the Artist. So now that I've told you what my goals are, now I can tell you more about myself. This is very backwards, I'm sorry, but you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles here. So the first thing that I started doing was my name, Koyuki Panda. I mentioned in my first video, I have a lot of names. My family name is Didi, and my Facebook name is Didi Panda, but Didi Panda, Koyuki Panda, just Panda, those names all work for me. I am 27 years old, and I was born on May 25th, 1991. I'm 5'3", and my weight is something you'll never find out. I'm from the US, born and raised in New York City. Well, born in the Bronx. Raised in the Bronx, Queens, and Manhattan. And now currently residing in semi-hood Brooklyn. And now for like a few of my likes and my dislikes. One of my favorite likes, or one of my likes, is anime and manga. Some of my favorite anime are Paranoia Agent. Really, really love Satoshi Kon's work. If you don't know who Satoshi Kon is, if you've never seen Perfect Blue or Paprika, like, check it out. He only did one. He's like a really famous Japanese director. Not really famous, let me stop. But he's not obscure, but he's not like Hayao Miyazaki status. But he, to me, is like Hayao Miyazaki status, because I just love his work. And he did Paranoia Agent, which is a really good psychological thriller anime. I also really like Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin. Those are, you know, the greats, the classics. I thought I had a few more, but like off the top of my head, those are some of my favorites. I have a big thing for shonen anime. I don't know why, but I'm such a little boy inside. but I like shonen anime. But anyway, some of my favorite movies, which is on the likes list. I'm big into the Matrix trilogy. Anything has to do with the Matrix, really. The Animatrix is really good. Moulin Rouge, which is kind of like, I don't want to say it's a guilty pleasure. I really like that movie. I think it's fantastic. I think the cinematography was really good. The music was really good. Everything about that movie was like a perfect musical, in my opinion. Princess Mononoke is one of my favorite movies. Something that people don't know about me, and take it how you will, but I really enjoyed Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Like, I bought it on DVD, like Blu-ray. Like, who buys Blu-ray? Like, Blu-ray is expensive, bro. So like, I really like that movie. I'm sorry, but I do. Some of my favorite video games, Final Fantasy X-2, costume design and like character design and all that kind of stuff is really great. Silent Hill series is my favorite series, but only from 1 to 4. Everything after 4 is just utter trash. Zone of the Enders is a favorite game of mine. Metal Gear Solid 2 and the Dot Hack series for PlayStation 2. If you don't know what the Dot Hack series is, you know, figure it out. But it's really good. Music stuff. I listen to a lot of everything. I listen to Beyonce, Major Lazer. I'm getting into Bad Bunny. I really, really, really love Dorian Gray. I'm a like OG Dorian Gray fan. Like, I was listening to their albums Lisa and Gaz like a long time before they had kind of came out. I listened to a little bit of Cardi B. And I really, 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 really love Nightwish. Like, I love Nightwish. That's just like a few of my favorites, but there's a lot more favorites. Let's see. We're getting into dislikes right now. So, dislikes. I don't like being confused. It's extremely annoying to me to be confused. And I'm one of those people that's easily confused, but I don't show it. Like, I feel like people assume that I know what I'm doing, but if I'm easily confused, I'll just be like, but I think I'll confuse people because people are like, might be like, don't you know how to do this? And I'm like, no. But I hate being confused. I hate being not taken seriously. I hate not being taken seriously. Not to get like no racial, but like, I'm a Black woman, and sometimes I feel like people just don't take you seriously, man. I'm not gonna get fully into it, but this is just an observation as a Black woman of 27 that I've had, and it's not a fun feeling to not be taken seriously. I don't like crowded places, even though I worked in one of the most populated areas in the world. I worked at 42nd Street at a Japanese restaurant. I don't like people canceling plans on the day of. My best friend does this shit all the time. She knows who she is, and if she's watching, I'm talking about you. I don't like people who don't try to help themselves. I'm a firm believer in like manifesting your own destiny. And even if you can't do it 100%, like, you gotta try. So I'm not a big fan of people who are the whiny types and are not trying to like fix their situation. I don't like double parkers. Don't double park. It's not a good look. I don't like it. And some fun facts about me is I'm left-handed, as you can probably tell from this video or all my other videos. I'm married, and my husband is actually Japanese. His name is Shinji. He will probably never be on camera because he hates it and is terribly shy. I have Crohn's disease. I can't really get into it much, but it's an autoimmune disease, and it sucks. It does suck, but I've had it for about 10 years, and it is what it is. I'm still living life. I can't spell. I love horror. I'm a very big Junji Ito fan, and I'm very bad at remembering things. Names are really bad. If we ever meet in person, please do not expect me to remember your name the first time you get it, because I will not. Anyway, this is about done. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please comment down below if you can relate to any of these things that I've listed, or if you've even done one of these. I'd like to check it out and see it. Please subscribe for more. And yeah, have a great New Year, you guys. Peace.